Hey guys, KevMaster2000 here, and welcome to episode 25 of Expanding My Collection. This is picking up where the last episode left off. I have a whole bunch more stuff to show. A lot of this is going to be stuff from Dollar Tree, and then there's other stuff that is not from Dollar Tree. So let's get started. So first, I forgot to show this in the last one with the other Munsters thing that I showed. But I also have Rob Zombie's Munsters movie. Next we've got Halloween Ends, which I had pre-ordered from Amazon, but they are charging $35 for it for some reason. So I canceled that and got it from Walmart, which was like, $25. From Dollar Tree, we got Spree, which is a movie I watched a while back, and really liked it, and got a guy from Stranger Things. I hadn't seen Stranger Things when I watched that, but I've since watched and binged the show, so it's real weird seeing him in that movie now. Next we have the WolfCop collection. A while back at Dollar Tree I got the second movie, another WolfCop, but I decided to buy the complete collection of both of them. So there's that. Next we've got Death Note, the complete series. And then Doctor Who, the Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant collection, which includes the first 4 seasons. And I'm American, so I'm calling them seasons, because it's weird to call a season of a show a series. The show itself is a series. Seasons are seasons. British people be weird. They also call flashlights torches, which is bizarre, but different culture, I guess. Next we have the Matt Smith collection. And then the Peter Capaldi collection, which is the last of the collections that they've released so far. Still waiting on them to do a Jodie Whittaker collection. I also have some various Dollar Tree Doctor Who DVDs that I found, such as this one, Deep Breath, which I believe is just one of the episodes. Which these do not include any of the bonus features, sadly. So these DVDs do. Season 8, Part 1. And then there's this 2-episode collection. The Last Christmas. The Husbands of River Song. Season 10 Part 1, and then Season 10 Part 2. I ended up with 2 of these somehow. And then Twice Upon a Time. Next we got the Invisible Man 2020 movie, and Van Helsing. At some point I need to get Dracula Untold and the 2010 Wolfman to kind of complete the Universal Reboot movies collection. Next we have a 5 Elvis movie collection. At some point soon I want to get the 7 movie collection that Warner Brothers put out, as well as the 2 4-packs that they have. That's like the 4 film favorites collections of Elvis Presley classics and Elvis Presley musicals. Get that at some point. Next we have the Audrey Hepburn 7 movie collection, which has Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is actually made by the same guy that did the Pink Panther movies. Funny Face, My Fair Lady, Paris When It Sizzles, Roman Holiday, Sabrina, and War and Peace. This includes GI Blues, Blue Hawaii, Girls, 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 Roostabout, I assume is how that's pronounced, and Fun in Acapulco. Next, we've got the Herbie collection, which includes The Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and Herbie Goes Bananas. Plus Herbie Fully Loaded. We got Triple X Return of Xander Cage. I have the 2-pack that has the other 2 movies, so finally got that one. The Top Gun collection, which includes both Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Walmart exclusive. Next, we've got some more Dollar Tree stuff. Slender, VFW, whatever that is, and stands for. Detectives, The King of Staten Island, Ingrid Goes West, Peppermint, this is not a Dollar Tree thing. We have Atomic Blonde, back to Dollar Tree again. Mass Effect, Paragon Lost, Dragon Age, Dawn of the Seeker, Cuban Fury, Sunset Strip. I just got a lot of things that looked interesting. Reservation Road and Return to Paradise. A lot of these I've never heard of. I just got them because they looked interesting. Outrage, Way of the Yakuza, which reminds me, I actually, in December, I bought all of the, well, wait a minute, was it December or was it November? I don't know. Anyway, I bought all the Yakuza games on Xbox One. They had them on sale. Almost all of them. I got, like, the first 7 main games, I think. Also, speaking of games, for Christmas, I got a PS5, as well as Spider-Man, the PS4 version of Spider-Man, the Miles Morales game with the remastered version of Spider-Man, and also got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Of course, the PlayStation came with God of War Ragnarok, and then I also bought the Arkham collection that has Return to Arkham Asylum and City, and also Night, and all the DLC. I also bought the Uncharted games, all of the main Uncharted games. The Nathan Drake collection has the first 3, and then the Legacy collection, or whatever it's called, that has 4 and Lost Legacy. Of course, the Uncharted games and Spider-Man games are the ones that I got the PlayStation for, so of course I got those. And I'm pretty much out of storage, so I can't really get anything else until I can get more storage. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because that's awesome. Next we have the November Man, For the Love of Benji. See How They Run, which I thought was a movie, but it turns out it's a documentary. Then we got Mechanic Resurrection. I got the first one. 3 Identical Strangers, which I know is a documentary, and it seems interesting, so I got it. Greta, which I got because Chloe Grace Moretz is in it. Same with this, a movie called Laggies, which also has Keira Knightley and Sam Rockwell. And we got Charlie Bartlett, Zach Galifianakis in Visionaries, or Visioneers, I mean. Then we got Little, The Lucy Show, 28 episodes, Chick Fight, Free Ride, Back in the Day, which has freaking Michael Rosenbaum, Teacher of the Year, All Stars, which I got because John Barrowman is in it. The Great Gatsby, Midnight in Manhattan, which at first I thought was the Great Gatsby movie, but it isn't. I looked closer and I was like, oh, it says Midnight in Manhattan. I don't know what that is. So I think it's like I don't know. I actually don't know what it is. Maybe a documentary or something. I don't know. LBJ, whatever that is, I don't know. I think it's a political movie. I don't know. But I got it because of Woody Harrelson. Next, we've got Lars and the Real Girl. Literally right before Aaron. Justin Long. Things you can tell just by looking at her. And also Gambit. Both of these have Cameron Diaz. The Gambler, Mark Wahlberg. And Two Guns, also Mark Wahlberg. I like to just call him that because they have a restaurant called Wahlburgers. And also Mile 22. Then we got Nick Cage, Score to Settle. And then there's 2-pack. It's got Left Behind and Outcast, which I also have a Blu-ray of that, but I don't have Left Behind. Next, this is not Dollar Tree stuff. We have Unhinged. Requiem for a Dream. Sicario. Still need to get the second one. Then, Everything Wants to Fall. Back to Dollar Tree, we've got Brad's Status. Ben Stiller. This documentary thing here, Rivers and Tides. And we got this David and Goliath plus 7 bonus movie collection, which has Constantine and the Cross, which I think I have in another collection. Esther and the King, Joseph and his Brethren, The Great Commandment, James, Brother of Jesus, The Pilgrimage Play, Harold the Great, and then David and Goliath. This is not Dollar Tree. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Back to Dollar Tree again. We have Shaft, the Blu-ray of the 2019 movie. I have the collection that includes 3 original movies as well as this one. And then separately, because it was done by a different studio, I have the 2000 movie. I think these were Warner Brothers, but that one was Paramount, the 2000 one. Next we have New York, New York. Not Dollar Tree. We have Cabaret and Valerian, in the City of 1,000 Planets. Back to Dollar Tree again, we have the Amityville Horror, Crucible of Terror, The Mad Bomber, A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square, Cry of Battle, The Big Combo, and Have a Nice Funeral. I got all these because they're in these kind of matching skinny cases. Next we've got Star Trek 7 Generations and 8 First Contact. And 6 The Undiscovered Country, Surf's Up, Hawaii. Oh, Surf's Up was not from Dollar Tree, by the way. Then we've got The Purple Rose of Cario. I think is how that's pronounced. Then we got this Nickelodeon Robot Invasion collection, which has some various episodes. Memory, The Origin of Aliens. Which, I mean, probably won't even come close to the 3-hour-long documentary that they have in the Alien Anthology box set. Or not box set, but the digibook thing. They have a 3-hour documentary for all 4 of the original movies. Also, if you get the Prometheus collector's edition set. That comes with a bonus disc that has a 3-hour documentary about that. So obviously that documentary is probably not going to be able to even compete with those. But cool anyway. We have Assassination Nation. One Cut of the Dead. Munsters. The Night Shifter. Max Steel. Rugrats movie and Rugrats Go Wild. I already have the 3-pack that has that also includes Rugrats in Paris, but now I have that too. We got this 2-pack that has Isn't It Romantic and How to Be Single. I like romantic comedies, assuming. We've got I have no idea what these are. The Sun is also a star in Everything, Everything. The Walk. I, Tonya. Pop Culture Bent Box. The Little Prince and the Eight-Headed Dragon. Battle in Outer Space. Mothra. Memories. Astro Boy episodes. Viper's Creed episodes. And Godzilla series episodes. I assume that's the same Godzilla series. Well, I mean, it can't be. I'm confused. Because this is like Japanese stuff. Godzilla series, that sounds like the animated show that was a sequel to the Matthew Broderick movie. But that's not a Japanese show. So I don't know what that is. Next we've got Mortal Engines. Again, this is still Dollar Tree stuff. This Lamar Cooper Romance Collection. Hedy Lamar and Gary Cooper. We got, I don't know how that word is pronounced. The Strange Woman, Farewell to Arms, Meet John Doe. And we've got this 4-pack Roger Corman Drive-In Collection, which has the Wild Ride, the Fast and Furious, not to be confused with the other one, Beast from Haunted Cave, and there's High School Big Shot and T-Bird Gang. And then we've got Get a Job, which I have a digital of, but I mean, you know, get a dollar DVD from Dollar Tree. All these are sliding and falling now. So next we're gonna save the biggest, I think, for last. The biggest set of things here. 'Cause there's like a lot that I need to kind of go over to give you like a little history lesson of sorts. So I have some Alfred Hitchcock things. So first, you know, Alfred Hitchcock officially made 53 films. One of those is lost, that being his second film, The Mountain Eagle. So he has 52 films then. Now, the first 22 of those was British films, and at one point they were in the public domain, and then the copyright was restored, but there were various different companies that were releasing these unofficial DVDs, or not DVDs at the time, I guess VHS tapes of his British films. But when the copyright was restored, they were allowed to continue to release those, like DVDs and stuff, until the copyright owners told them to stop, and then they would have X amount of time to sell off their stock. But as a result of that, there is a ton of unofficial, poor quality DVDs out there of his British films, and I have a couple collections of those. So we'll get to those first. Here we have these two things. These both include the exact same films. This is a 20 film set, but it's not actually 20. It's 18. The other two are just like some episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. But this is 18 out of the 22 movies. So we have the same ones are included in this 10 set from Mill Creek as the same ones that are also in this set from St. Clair Vision. So you get Jamaica Inn, which is actually his final British film. Young and Innocent, The Skin Game. Sorcerer's Apprentice is an episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. The Manxman. Juno and the Peacock. Champagne. Another Alfred Hitchcock Presents. The Chinny Vase, or however that's pronounced. Then we've got The Farmer's Wife, Easy Virtue, The Ring, Blackmail, which was his first sound film. Manxman was his final silent film. The Lady Vanishes, which I watched and is great. I watched it on HBO Max in good quality though, not these poor quality ones. We got Rich and Strange, Sabotage, Secret Agent, The 39 Steps, number 17, The Man Who Knew Too Much, 1934 version, and then The Lodger, which is actually like the first true Hitchcock film, because it kind of introduces a lot of the elements of his films. It's the first suspense film that he did and everything, first cameo, all that sort of stuff. So after the British films, there are 4 not included in that set. One of those is included in this. You can actually get it separately, and it's also in other collections, but either way, this is an official DVD from Lionsgate. So these are actually good quality versions of The Ring, The Manxman, Rich and Strange, The Skin Game, and Murder, which is the one that was missing from the other set. So we got that. Let's see if I can get this out. This is cool. It's made to look like a script. Next, so the final 3 British films that I don't have, I actually just can't find. It's the only 3 Hitchcock films I don't have. They're his first movie, what's it called? The Pleasure Garden. Then there's a movie called Downhill, and then there is one called Waltzes from Vienna, I think is the name. So I can't find those. But next we have this 8-film set, which has 3 British films and then 5 American films. So we've got The Lodger again, but these are good quality versions because these are official from MGM, I think. And then we have Sabotage and Young and Innocent. And then for American films, we have his first American film, Rebecca. Then we have Lifeboat, Spellbound, Notorious, and the Paradine Case. So here's the cool thing here. It kind of opens up like a book. I actually have these little plastic thingies. These things that I put them in so they don't get scratched when you're pulling them out and everything. So This really cool set. Just gonna flip through all these, I guess. Probably going too fast for anyone to be able to actually pause and read, but good luck if you can, I guess. Or probably also, like, you know, my hand's probably gonna be in the way if you're trying to read it. So sorry about that. Alrighty. I also have a DVD of The Lifeboat. Okay. Another DVD of The Lifeboat here. Another one of Rebecca and Notorious. Because I bought these and then I found out about this one. And so I got that. Forgot to mention, I also have this. I bought this first to get Murder until I found out about the other one that I showed you. Yeah. Next, we have the Signature Collection, which includes all of Warner Brothers Hitchcock films. Gotta get this out. So we have North by Northwest, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I Confess, Stage Fright, The Wrong Man, Suspicion, Foreign Correspondent, Dial M for Murder, and Strangers on a Train, which includes the theatrical version as well as a preview version. And then I have the Ultimate Collection from Universal, which includes Psycho, which I already have, but anyway. The Birds, Vertigo, Rear Window, and Warner Brothers North by Northwest for some reason. The Man Who Knew Too Much 1956 version, remake. Marnie, Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Rope, The Trouble with Harry, Torn Curtain, Topaz, Frenzy, and Family Plot, plus one episode from each season of Alfred Hitchcock Presents and the Alfred Hitchcock Hour, and then tons of bonus content. So when I got this, when I first bought it, I thought it was the Blu-ray, but then I realized after buying it that it says DVD. But then I looked at the Blu-ray and found out that it was like double, so I was like, well, I'm not going to get the Blu-ray then. Which means I'm going to be missing out on some of the exclusive bonus content for some of these movies, but I can't afford the Blu-ray. So here we have this booklet. And then this is how I discovered these little things. These are not the exact same kind of plastic. I have no idea like what kind of plastic this is compared to the plastic that's on these, but it's not the same kind. But this, I was worried about this because there were, I was thinking, well, the Blu-rays are a little more scratch resistant, but DVDs are not, so it's going to be a nightmare trying to get these out without scratching them. But then to my surprise, it came with these on there, which I have no idea who did that, because I bought this new from a seller on eBay, but so I don't know if these came from the studio or, you know, the manufacturer of the set, or if the people that I bought it from did this, but it was supposed to be new, so I don't know. But that's how I found out about these little things and decided to get my own so I can put other things I have in digibooks and stuff in those little plastic things so that they don't get scratched. All right, so I went over the 22 British films, but he did 30 American films. Out of those 30, we have 9. Wait, let me see. 9, I think. In this signature collection. There are 5 in the Premiere collection. And then, not including the extra North by Northwest, there are 14 in the Ultimate collection. That is 28 out of the 30. The 2 missing are Under Capricorn and To Catch a Thief, which could have been included in these other things. So, Under Capricorn was not a Warner Brothers movie, from what I understand. It was, actually it says CBS on there. It was not a Warner Brothers movie, but it was released by them, I think, some places. So, I mean, they could have tried getting the rights to it or something and putting it in the 9 movie set to make it a 10 movie set. I don't know. Or if it's CBS, does that mean, would it be related to Paramount? Isn't that the same company? I don't know. But this is Paramount. And what confuses me is that the movies in the Ultimate Collection are Universal, as well as Paramount movies that are now owned by Universal. Which apparently Psycho was a Paramount movie. Which doesn't seem right, since that's like a huge part of Universal's legacy. I mean, they got it on the back lot, or the like the Universal Studio Tour thing or whatever. They have the base motel and the house, so it doesn't seem like they would go that they would take such ownership over something that was originally a different studio. Apparently, I have no idea. Maybe Paramount got the credit for it, but they didn't do it. Kind of like the last few MCU movies of Phase 1. Paramount did the early couple MCU movies, except for, The Incredible Hulk, which was Universal. But, Paramount did like Iron Man 1. Actually, I don't know. Did they do Iron Man 2? Because I think Iron Man 2 was the first to have Marvel Studios be part of it, right? But I think that it was still, Marvel Studios was still kind of its own thing. And Paramount did those, maybe up to 4. I don't know. But anyway, Disney bought Marvel Studios and they started doing the movies with Avengers, I think was the first Disney one. And then, but even though it was Disney, Paramount had some kind of deal where they would still have their logo on it. So I think Iron Man 3, even though it's Disney, Paramount's logo still plays at the beginning. I don't understand why that is the case. Paramount had nothing to do with it, but somehow their deal made it so that their logo would still be on it on the next couple movies. I don't know how that works, but maybe that's a similar situation with Psycho. Maybe Paramount didn't do it, but their logo, or not their logo, but like on Wikipedia, it says Paramount were the company that did it, but now it's owned by Universal. I don't know how all these things work. Maybe someone who does know about all this sort of stuff can just correct me in the comments or whatever, but that is everything that I think that I have not shown since the beginning of October. There Might be some stuff I missed. If there is, I'll show it in the next episode, whenever that'll be. Because I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm waiting on to come in, including some stuff coming in today. But I'm going to, of course, wait until I have enough stuff to show for a video. So, until then, thanks for watching.